Has anyone ever hit you up out of nowhere only to realize they're coming to town and they need somewhere to stay?
Yeah.
Well, for those friends and families who think your home is a free hotel, how do you tell them when it's time to check out?
Ooh.
And what are the boundaries when it comes to being put in that situation? Ooh, has this ever happened to you, Candy?
Do people stay at your house, Candy?
No. Well, no, actually.
How do you get out of it?
No, listen. Todd's friends come and stay at our house.
Ooh.
And then sometimes I'll be like, okay, when are they going back? Because, you know, he's not from Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. So most of my people live in town, but his people come from out of town. And I'm like, okay, it was great. See you soon.
Does Todd have an issue with it, or is it just you? And Todd's like, they just gonna be here.
You know, I think it's kind of unfair because he doesn't like when a lot of my friends come over all the time.
Oh, really?
But yeah, his friends can come and stay for a month. I'm like, when are they planning to go home?
A month requires rent.
But guess what? I put them to work.
Okay.
Oh, I'll bet you do.
I'll put them to work. If you're staying at my house, hey, could you fix this for me? Could you do this? You know, whatever. Like, start bugging them to where they feel like, okay.
Start treating them like family.
Exactly. Start treating them like they live there.
Can you wash some dishes?
That part.
Yeah.
Can you buy some water?
Yeah.
Now, would you ask someone to stay at their place? Like for me, I feel like I'd go, hey, Aid, I'm coming to your town. Are you around? And if you don't give me the hint, I would say to you, is it okay if I stay with you? No pressure if you don't.
Gotta be honest, people stay at my home all the time. Like, I mean, that's why I got a bigger house.
That's what I'm saying. If you have a big house,
And on purpose, we did it that way so that people could stay over and we could spend time together as family. She said, oh, that's sweet.
That's so sweet. I personally don't want to stay at other people's houses when I come to town.
Now, I don't.
I don't.
I would never want to stay at someone's house if I came into town, ever.
For me, it depends, one, on how big the house is, and two, how long I'm gonna stay. So, and like somebody like you know, I ain't only gonna stay about 2 days. So I'll be like, I'll be through there, and I clean up, I do everything. I do, you know,
good house
whatever.
Guest. Very good house guest.
So, but if it's longer than 2 days, then I'll get my own place. Or if someone asks me, they can stay like 2 days. But if it's longer, sometimes I'm like, you know what, why don't you stay 2 days with me, and then I'll cover 2 days for you, and then you pick up 1 day. If I know that they hurting for money, you know what I mean? So I do it like that, because I feel, you know.
I would say being a comic, though, do you find that you stay more at hotels, or do you, like, crash with people?
See,
when you're doing stand-up?
I was always staying in hotels as a comic, so I don't like, you know, crashing at somebody else's, you know.
I can't crash at someone's house because I like my privacy.
Yeah.
And I know this sounds weird, but I also don't want to do all the activities with you or feel like I have to entertain you or that you have to entertain me.
Right, I get that part.
Like, I don't want to come down to breakfast.
Right.
Like, I don't want to hear that you made breakfast, and what if I want to sleep in and I'm not hungry? Now I feel obligated, like I have to walk down.
And that's the beauty of staying on your own.
And I don't want you talking me to death.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I want to, you know, relax.
Y'all so mean.
I don't want you to talk to me.
Yeah, I hear you.
You don't want breakfast, can't talk to y'all. I ain't staying at y'all house.
Listen, my house is fun.
Yeah.
But I have to be ready to have guests.
Yes, I have guests all the time. I'm just not waking up and making the breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
I'm laying down.
All right. Okay, ladies, have you ever experienced a situation where somebody picked a fight with the wrong person? Like they thought they were tough, but quickly realized that they didn't know what they were messing with. They didn't realize who they were messing with. So, ladies.
Now, you know.
I was gonna say, that's what I'm about to say.
I mean, honestly, I've seen it recently in this new season we've been filming.
Oh.
Why did one of the newbies try to come at Kenya Moore?
Oh.
And she is the wrong one.
Okay.
Right.
Like, come on, you know, that's the shade assassin, okay?
Right.
She annihilated her. I don't even want to give away who it is.
Right.
But the person called me and was like, Candy, why did you let Kenya read me like that?
What?
How did I let her?
Right.
How did I let her?
I was like, girl.
Like she wanted you to take up for her.
It was no taking up.
No.
She had to take that L by herself.
Oh.
But see, that's the thing with both of y'all being housewives, you know, do y'all find yourself being picked on more, or y'all can, you know, kind of like edge on people a little more?
Or has there ever been a moment where you may have shocked one of your cast members where they tried it and were not expecting the reaction that you gave them?
Oh, yeah, that's happened recently as well.
Oh.
Same.
Yeah, I will give it to you just as good as you give it to me, or worse.
Oh, word.
You're like, I'm sweet, but...
I thought there was a little apology on Instagram.
Who did I apologize to?
No, you didn't apologize. You said if there's some words that I used.
Did I?
Yeah, on a phone.
Yeah, you did, Candy. Yeah, you did.
It might be, I did say some things that were very mean. I'm not gonna lie, but she said some things that was mean as well.
Okay.
And my whole thing is, if I am not Michelle Obama, if you go low, I will go just as low as you.
And Garcelle over here, Garcelle will unfollow you if you get on her nerves.
Follow you real quick.
That's how she pick her fight. She's like, I'm unfollowing you. I'm not gonna deal with this. Givenchy.
That is your fight. The unfollow button.
Listen, sometimes that's all you need to do.
I hate when people play the follow-unfollow game.
Really?
If you unfollow me, we can just stay unfollowed forever. Even
I
if
agree.
we become cool again.
I agree.
Like, I don't want to go back and forth on
Yeah, I agree.
on Instagram. We're done.
Well, you know, talk about picking fights. You know, James calls me like in the middle of the day, and he was like, you know, just call, see how I'm doing. And I was like, well, how you doing? Oh, I didn't have a great day. And I was like, what happened? He says, you know, I was at the stoplight in my truck, and this guy stops, and he looks over, and he's like, hey, you know, why are you driving so fast? And you know, James doesn't drive fast. And so then James is like, you know, man, I wasn't driving fast. He said, yes, you were. He said, you want to go over here and take it over here to the street?
What?
And then James, I'm thinking James is kidding. He is actually serious. He said, so I drove my truck over to the park.
What?
What? I was listening like, James, you are not serious, right? Yeah, I drove over there to the park, and then the guy got out, and then I got out, and then I sized him up, and I'm like, what? He looked him up, he's just like, I'm 56 years old, I might get hurt.
Oh my God. So it was a real road rage situation.
James,
So James
God.
got back in the car and
So
left?
James said, man, I don't want to fight you. Get in the truck.
And that was.
And I said, are you serious? He's like, I'm serious. He said, this is just the guy that likes to fight. And I'm like, dude, you have to be careful because somebody could have a gun.
Right.
or something like that. But you know, it's like with men, their egos get in the way.
Yes.
And he was like ready. He was hot on the phone. I said, do a breathing exercise. Let's calm you down. But yeah, some people really do pick fights.
I cannot.
They do.
James,
Hilarious.
James, please be careful out there.